Before I get started on my soapy project, I thought I would go over some of the things that I've purchased for them, and tonight I'm just going to play around with melt and pours. But these are the molds that I've purchased. This one I actually found, isn't it cute? Found it at Home Goods, and this one I got as a set. It has a really pretty little detail down there. This is the other part of that set. This one is flowers, and these ones are just like waves. This set I bought for the loofah soaps. I think the loofah will be just the perfect size once I cut it into discs to fit into these molds here. And this set came with some string and homemade with love tags and bags. I don't know if these are the shrink wrap type or what, but this comes with bags. And I bought these ones here for like shampoo bars. So that's 2 of these, and then this was a 2-pack also that I bought, which is, it's got like bees and the honeycomb looking design, and I figured these ones I will use for when I make like an oat milk and honey bar. So I figured it would be cute to have like the honeycomb design on it. This one I really like, but I didn't realize it was so small. This one actually has, it says natural, and it has like little detail in it that makes it look like it's natural, I guess. And it's got a tree with falling leaves. So I really liked those, but I had no idea it was so small. And then this one is just a regular bar. Very thin and flimsy this one is, but it'll work, I guess. It'll do. And I bought some silicone spatulas to work with it. All the blue ones. So I'll know that the blue is for my soapy projects. And this is the kaolin clay. This is the rose color. And this is the white color. I bought this bowl. So I think 8 cups, 2 liters. To be able to just use it for the heated, the hot oils. And I purchased these as a pack on Amazon, just dried flowers. Not sure if I'll use these often enough, but for a pretty little design, like Christmas gift or something, I'll be able to use these in a special soap. So there's a bunch of different dried flowers and figs and leaves. This is my goat's milk soap. This is the melt and pour soap base. This one is just a clear glycerin melt and pour soap base, and this one is the triple butter mango shea and cocoa butter. Oh, and I did actually end up getting some lavender oil. So this I'll use probably in my laundry soap that I make. This is my turmeric oil, vitamin E, black seed oil, amaranth oil, and I did get some fragrance oils. This one was free from my purchase, free with a purchase that I made. Snickerdoodle cookie. I chose this thinking of Anthony because he likes to smell sweet like cookies. And I also purchased these two. So I typically don't really want to have like fragrance oils in any soaps that I use personally, but I thought as Christmas gifts other people may want to have a soap that smells good. So I purchased those ones for like the oat milk and honey bars that I'll be making. So this is just a few of the things that I've purchased. I also have lots of oils that I've purchased, the lye, sodium lactate, and a few other things like this. I got a couple of these that are 4-cup measures and other things, whisks and immersion blender. This is the first one that I purchased. Mom's trying to contact me right now. So this is the first one I purchased, and I ended up using it for food, so I'm gonna keep this one just for food. Oh, and this I purchased for measuring the lye, the dried lye. And then I have a new immersion blender that I purchased specifically for soaping. So that's in here, and it's corded. I thought I was buying a cordless immersion blender, but I guess not. I guess I didn't get that one. Maybe it was too expensive. I can't remember what I was thinking at the time, but that's what I thought I purchased. Anyway, I'm gonna work on this when I get back tonight. It's about 5 o'clock now in the evening, and I have to go pick up Chloe and Anthony from school. And I think I might pick up Mima. She wants to ride with me so she can see the kids. Anyway, I'll come back and play with these later tonight, and hopefully it won't take long for them to set so I can unmold and show you what it looks like before my work week starts again. I have to go back to work tomorrow. Alright, so I did a little bit of prep work for my melt and pour soap project that I'm working on right now. And what I did was I took some flax seed and some water, distilled water, and I put it in this little jar here, and I heated the water and I let it become gelatinous. And so I took the flax seed, and I thought I was going to use my mortar and pestle to use all of it, like including the seed, and just grind it up, but that has proven to not work actually. So next time what I'll do is I'll grind up the flax seed first into a powder, and then I'll put that into the water and be able to use all of it in my soap mixture. But this I'm just gonna save because it's still got quite a bit of gelatinous juicy stuff in the seed, and see, it's like mucusy looking. But this I learned from a YouTube video that I watched today, that the gel from the flax seed helps to create a pretty smooth and luxurious bar of soap. So I'm going to test that theory with, what is this, maybe a teaspoon and a half of gel, maybe teaspoon and a half. So we'll see. And I'm gonna work on the goat's milk mixture bar of soap today. And it's going to be turmeric, and it'll have amaranth oil and some vitamin E, and this turmeric oil and a little bit of flaxseed oil. And of course this flaxseed gel. And I'm also going to include some of this turmeric. I have my Indian spice box here, but I'm going to include some of this turmeric, and I'm actually going to just put it in this gel and see if I can get it mixed up in the gel. But I want the bars to be fairly orange. So I'm using quite a bit of that actually. And the other thing that I'm going to use in this mixture, in this bar of soap, is some white kaolin clay. So this kaolin clay it's supposed to be good for facial soap bars because it helps to draw out impurities from your skin without leaving your skin super dry. So I'm just gonna get maybe a teaspoon of this kaolin clay with a tiny little spoon here, about that much. And I'm going to mix that in there also. Just a tad bit. Just a little bit. A little bit goes a long way, apparently. Nobody ever uses a lot of these powdery substances in their soap mixtures. So I'm just going to take this spoon and see if I can get it all combined. Okay, so this gel, it's staying jelly. It just looks like orange boogers. In a nutshell, that's what it looks like. But I just wanted to hydrate these oils so that it's easier to mix them into the soap once I'm ready to, when I'm at that step, when I'm ready to add all these additives. So there it is. It's all mixed up. Kind of looks gloopy. It's a little gloopy, but that'll do. Okay, and I got a bunch of pipettes for each one of my oils that I'll be using, and I ordered this double-handled knife from Amazon. It's like 15 bucks to help cut soaps, I guess, after the process is done, and for this purpose also, for the purpose of cutting these pre-made melt and pour soaps. So it should be easier to use a double-handled knife than one knife that's not very easy to cut, with one handle. That's what I'm trying to say, I guess. It's not super hard, this soap, but it's just that it's sticking. It sticks to the knife. They make it look so easy on these YouTube videos that I've been watching. Guess because they're used to it. But you need to chop your soap base into small chunks so that it melts easier in the microwave in short bursts, like 30-second bursts. And I'm only going to do enough to fill one to fill this mold, and I'm gonna try out this super cute one also with the tree that has the word natural on it. So that's my goal for these facial bars. And then if I have enough energy when I'm done with this one, I may do one with my loofah sponges in the round mold, and get these Christmas gifts made. And the soap base that I would be using for that one is the mango, shea, and cocoa butter, the triple butter base. And that one would have the oatmeal, which I would have to grind. Some oatmeal into a powder to make colloidal oatmeal. Apparently that's all it is oatmeal, not quick cooking oats, regular grained oats, and just ground into a powder. That's colloidal oatmeal, apparently. And what else? Oh, some honey. I would put just a tad bit of honey in that recipe, and I would use the oatmeal milk and honey essential, it's not an essential oil, it's a fragrance oil that I purchased. But those would be Christmas gifts for like Anthony and Chloe and Jesse, for the kids who like to smell like sweet stuff. They like to use that sweet, like cookie smelling lotions and stuff from Bath and Body Works. So this would be sort of an equivalent, because that scent is super sweet smelling. So I think they would like it. Plus it'll have a little bit of loofah in it for scrubbing effects in the shower. And I'd poke a little hole and stick a little string on it so they can hang it on their hooks in the shower if they have hooks. Anyway, that's the idea. So I really don't know how much I need to fill all these molds, but I'm eyeballing it and taking a wild guess here and thinking. So this is a 4-cup measuring cup, 1 liter, and I'm thinking I might just fill it up, because even if it is more, I have more of these molds. So I have 3 more that I can use, so it'll be okay. But the next step is to get this soap base melted and cooled enough that I can add these ingredients without scorching the oils and losing their beautiful properties that they add. So just about done chopping up these. Alright, so 30-second bursts in the microwave. Stir it a little bit, and then it should be good after a few bursts. Alright, so it took about 2.5 minutes to get the soap all melted. So let's see, what is the temperature? 124.5 degrees. It's pretty hot, so it has to cool down. I want to say maybe around 90-95 degrees. Is that, I don't know if that's too cool, but we'll see as it cools. I'll keep using the thermometer gun here to check the temperature. Just as long as it's not, you know, getting too cool to the point where it's starting to harden. I don't want that to happen, but I also don't want to cook these lovely oils that I need to put in. So I've got my scale here, and it is at 0 right now with this little bowl in it. And what I'm going to do is use my pipette to get just a tad bit of oil from each one, because this is such a little bit of soap. This batch is such a small batch that I don't want to put more than a teaspoon maybe of extra oils in here. So, and I'm just taking a guess here. This is the turmeric. Look at that beautiful color. Can you see that against the white? So let's see. And it smells like turmeric too. So this does not weigh in grams. I thought the scale did or would weigh in grams. How much was that? The pipette has a measurement. I think the measurement is 5 mils. 5 mils is 1 teaspoon. So this was probably 1.5 mils. 1.5 mils for the turmeric. So that's quite potent. Quite a potent scent. Now this is the amaranth oil. The amaranth is good for, get a clean pipette for each oil. And this is, amaranth is good for helping with fine lines, getting wrinkles, clearing wrinkles from the skin, just giving you an overall youthful look. So I figured that was good for the skin, and I would like to add that to my facial bars since I am over 40 now. Of course, I'm quite plump, so I don't have many wrinkles, if any, really on my face. The vitamin E oil, and I'm not one of those vain people anyway that actually cares about. Now this oil is quite thick and it's hard for the pipette to pick up. Wow. I may need to pour this out with a spoon. I may need to pour this out into a spoon because this pipette didn't pick up hardly any vitamin E. So I'll pour this into the spoon here. Just a dab. Just a dab. Of course, you know, vitamin E is super good for the skin. I think I might need a little more, just a tiny bit more of this vitamin E. I remember when I was a kid, Mom used to give us vitamin E capsules, and we would bite them open and rub them on our skin, on our hands. Okay, and this one is the black seed oil. Black seed oil is also very nourishing to the skin. And okay, So from all of these additives, extra oil additives, these are my super fats. This is how much is in this bowl. So less than, this is about a teaspoon of oil altogether. So all of these mixed, and of course the scale, oh well, it's too late now, the scale was turned off. The scale didn't even register a weight because it's so little. So I'm just going to hold off on putting that in because the soap is still too warm and I don't want it to cook off the healthy benefits of those beautiful oils. But this is very pasty, very, very pasty. And I'm actually quite excited to see how luxurious this soap turns out, because this is the very first video that I saw on YouTube that anyone has ever used this ingredient. And there was another ingredient that I saw in a different video today, and that was another seed. It was a seed, goodness, now I can't even remember what it was called, but I wrote it down in my notes on my phone, and I will order the seed. Also gives has healthy benefits and good properties for the skin. So of course I want to combine everything that has good healthy benefits for the skin, because my facial cleansing routine needs a pick-me-up. It needs a change because I have very acne-prone skin, so this turmeric is going to be good for that. And it's also going to be good for lightening the blemishes that had become dark after so long, you know, the scars. So hopefully this turmeric will clear up those, which isn't too bad. Like, I mean, it's not terrible. My face is not terrible, but it's still, like, I can see it. I hate taking pictures because I feel like my blemishes are just so much more pronounced in the pictures. So this is going to be a test batch, just with the melt and pour, so that I can test it out right away. But I'm going to soon be making goat's milk soap myself, like from scratch, with the lye and all of that. So I'm just getting recipes together and working everything out in soap calc. Let's see, what is this temperature now? Okay, 114. It went down 10 degrees. So we'll give it a few minutes. I'll continue to stir and keep it moving so it doesn't get all crusty on the top and develop a skin. And I'll keep a watchful eye, and then we'll come back just as soon as we're ready to get all these ingredients in and blended together. Alright, so temperature is about 104.3. It's cooling off quite rapidly, and as you can see, it's viscous. It's kind of jelly-like. and clumpy. It's clumping. So I'm going to get the oils and turmeric in here and mix it together. I may have to use the immersion blender to get it all mixed pretty well. So we'll see. I don't want to lose any of this good oil. All of this is precious. Okay. So this, at the rate that this soap is cooling, I predict that I'll be able to probably unmold this just after a few hours of it setting. And maybe use it to wash my face before I go to work. I just got out the shower, actually. So before I go to work tomorrow, I'll be able to use this to wash my face. And I'm kind of curious to see if this leaves a yellow tint after washing, like the mask does when I make a honey milk turmeric mask. So we'll see. We shall see. Some of the videos say that it doesn't leave a yellow tint. So we shall see. Alright. Oh boy, this is quite a jelly mess. I may have to I do not want to put this in the microwave again. I just need to, I'm gonna have to use the immersion blender. This is cooling quite rapidly. Let's see. It's 101. So, yeah. Immersion blender, hurry up. Let's get this job done ASAP. Hope this doesn't bother. Oh, beautiful. Beautiful. This is exactly what I want it to look like. It's very thick. Very, very, very thick. So I'm going to have to scoop this into the molds. What a mess. This is setting up so fast. And it might also have something to do with the extra oils and additives that I added to it. Wow. Wow. I'm thinking I probably should not have waited so long to let it cool. I let it cool too much. I should have poured it while it was more liquid. So if this had gone the other way and I poured it, if I had poured this soap while it was still in a liquid phase, I would have used this rubbing alcohol to spray it, and probably still will. Is it open? It's not even open. Spray it so that it doesn't get soda ash or whatever. I don't know if that has anything to do with mountain pour soaps, but it happens to the soaps that you do from scratch. So anyway, this is a mess. I'm gonna clean it up and show you what it looks like when I unmold it. Well, I've cleaned everything up. This is all the utensils that I used. I also chopped up some natural loofah that I grew in the garden this year, and I'm soaking them because they have some black spots on them, just natural blackness from the skin, I guess, that was torn off. But I've poured out this rinse water a few times already, and it's becoming more clear. So I'll be using these in the next batch that I make. But I'm not going to do that tonight because it's already 3:15 in the morning, and I have to go back to work tomorrow. And I worked 5/12s last week, and I'm still tired from that. So this will be a project for next weekend when I'm off, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday. But here are the bars, the 7 bars that I made, and they're quite firm already, but still soft, because you see I can make an impression. So they're going to firm up some more for the next few hours. And I've washed all the dishes, and obviously it's just soap that they were dirty with. So they were not even dirty, they were just soapy. And after using this soap to cleanse all the dishes, my skin feels really soft, actually. So that's a plus. That's one of the pros. Yeah, so that's my first project experience, and next time I'll know better than to let it set for too long, because I guess I need to do some research and find out at what point does each of those oils become rendered ungood, or just undone, I guess, from heat, so that I know at what heat temperature I can add them in next time. But anyway, I'll show you when I unmold these in the morning. Alright, so it's about 6:45 a.m. Just woke up from a little nap to let the dogs out, and I thought I would test these little soaps, see if I could take them out of the molds. So I think I'll go with this one first. Well, that was pretty easy to pop out. Look at that. Looks pretty natural to me. It's got all the little natural looking markings, and of course there in the corner it doesn't look like I shoved enough of the soap into it to fill it all up. There on the front too. It feels like soap. It's not like soap. It doesn't feel like soap that you would buy at the grocery store that has like that it still feels sort of oily, maybe because of the extra teaspoon of oil that I put into it. But it's not a bad thing because the oil that I put into it is good oil. Maybe it's the vitamin E. I don't know. But I'm hoping this soap will help my skin. So that's the ultimate test, is how does it do for the skin. And yeah, so this is very natural looking. Does it? It's not very hard like it was when I cut it from the, you know, the glycerin mold. It's not hard like that. Of course, it's still drying. I'm sure it's still in a drying process. But and here's some that didn't get mixed in, so it's still white. How rude. And so we'll just slap that on there. There we go. Use every bit. Jackson, why are you barking? So not cool, dude. And there's another little bit that didn't get mixed in. But it smells like turmeric. It doesn't smell overly like turmeric, like the like it did when it was liquid, when the oils were fresh. It doesn't smell like that strong. So anyway, this is what it looks like, and I'm gonna go ahead and just wash my hands with this soap. The soap feels very hydrating, to be honest, and I'm hoping that'll be a good thing for this eczema. Sort of an eczema patch there, and on my thumb too, that has been flaring up. I have it on both hands. So hopefully this will do a little something for the eczema as well. But I'm like rubbing this in like it's lotion. It's not lotion, this is soap. Anyway, this is the soap, and I guess I'll give you an update and let you know how I like it, like how after I've been using it for maybe a few days, a few weeks. We'll see. But I have a nice little stash of some very natural looking soaps to use for quite a little while. Good morning. So I got home this morning from work and I packed these soaps in these bags that came with that kit. Right there, the molds, the round molds. And I packed them all up, and a couple of them I took upstairs from my closet, but I tried to heat one of them with the blow dryer, and it just wrinkled the bag. It didn't shrink wrap it. So these are not shrink wrap bags. Oh, schmeow. I'll buy, I think I've already ordered some, so they should be here soon. Also, I showered this morning with my very first bar, and I have to say, like, I used it for my entire body, not just my face. So let me see. There's really no difference. You can't see a difference in my face right now, but it feels I mean, the soap for one was extremely luxurious. So the flax seed it's kind of like mucusy, like mucilagous like texture. That actually really worked and made the soap very luxurious. So my face feels great and my skin feels so much smoother than normal just after one wash. And so this is just day one's review, and I will continue to use that bar of soap for the next however long, week or so, and come back with another review. But one thing that I have noticed with that bar of soap that I just used, it was one of these, is that it kind of, I don't know, I feel like it kind of washed away. Hey, Mr. Rude, I'm talking here. It kind of washed away pretty quick. Like, it's at least an inch thick, and I feel like it's probably lost like a 1/4 inch of thickness just from one shower. So I will continue to monitor and report back on the next video. Hey again. So I'm back with just a quick overall review of the first attempt at making a turmeric melt and pour facial cleansing bar. And even though it seized up on me pretty quickly and looks really ugly, it actually is amazing. So yeah, I gave out a few bars to people at work and asked for their feedback, and so far what they're saying is that the soap just feels super luxurious. It feels creamy and soft is what they're saying, and they like it. So and the scent is not overpowering, which is a good thing, because that would kind of turn me off. But it's actually pretty lightly scented turmeric. Anyway, so that is the overall consensus. It's only been a week, I guess, and I'm going to attempt to make some cold process soap tonight. So we'll see. I don't know if it'll be a turmeric bar or like an oatmeal and honey bar. I think I'm going to do the oatmeal and honey bar first, because these are going to be Christmas gifts, and they need to cure for 4 to 6 weeks. So it's time to get those started right now. Anyway, I'm gonna go ahead and upload this video just as soon as I'm finished editing.